Hey, back up. Hey, Scorpio. This is the Scorpio reading for November 2019. All right, Scorpios. This is a month of lots of activity, and I am going to give you an overview of the more prominent energies of this month. I already talked about some of the more not so positive energies in a separate video. I'll connect the link down below. It's just stuff you'd want to be aware of. It's about the Mars squaring Pluto. So it could be a very big deal for Pisces, since Pluto, Mars actually rule your sign. But this video isn't that. This video is talking about Mars coming to birth in one place in your chart, which will be for the next 2.5 years of your life. This video is about the beautiful energies of basically an 11-11 portal opening, okay? Greater cosmic consciousness coming in. This video is about 1123, which is the conjunction of the galactic center and of Jupiter and Venus, and a lot of really basically grace being showered upon us. This video for you is about the full moon in Taurus that occurs this month. This video for you is about the new moon in Sagittarius that happens this month. This video is about all that and all the details that fill that up for you. Okay, so if you haven't been here before, my name is G. This is All Astrology. We give free subscriber readings to every subscriber. You get one legitimate reading, high quality report. And all you got to do is comment the birth info below and we'll hook you up. Okay? Now let's get to Scorpio. Scorpio. First of all, I have to say, excuse my brain and my whatever. I'm in a very strange place today. The energies of today are working me. I already put out another video about it. Some really interesting stuff going on. So I'm trying to keep it together because I want to get these videos out to you guys where you at least have an understanding of what's going on for this month. And considering we're already into November, today is November 4th, I really thought that an overview for the specific rising sign readings would be good. Okay, so again, this is rising sign for Scorpio. Scorpio, Mars on the 1st of November, we already talked about this in another video, but on the 1st of November, Mars came to life, basically a new birth. They're reborn every 2.5 years, Mars is. That occurrence is in your 12th house, okay? The 12th house is basically, it's the house of the non-material plane, okay? It's not tangible there. It's about the ethereal plane. It's about, it could be the astral plane. It could be source, okay? It's dipping through to the other side. See that? My hand's gone. My hand right now is in the 12th house. You can't see it. It's hidden. It's hidden, okay? The 12th house is a place where we go to escape. It's the place where we want to just go and put the headphones on and turn the music up and hear nothing and be nowhere. That's the 12th house, okay? So Mars coming to life there for you. That's fascinating, I think. I think it's fascinating because, well, you're going to have more ambition, more drive for these things. So maybe music becomes more important to you at this time. Probably being able to connect more deeply with music than you did before. For some people, they hear music. They literally start to hear music. They start to write music. It's for real. If you've already played an instrument, maybe they'll become more important to you at this time. Okay? The planets incline. They do not control us. We have free will. So how you choose to use this energy and to let it express in your life is 100% up to you and has everything also to do with the details of your chart. And since I don't have the details of your chart, yes, pay attention, people. That, don't know if you can hear it, but that, I'm glad she's cocking. That is a blue jay. Blue jay represents Pluto, okay? Pluto is going to be doing some really powerful stuff this month. It's squaring Mars, but at the same time, it's sending supportive streams of energy that is assisting the divine the divine grace that we're all receiving. It's Pluto's involved in it. Now, Pluto is deep work. Pluto's about our soul. And this whole month, I love this month because we're kind of reconnecting with our soul's purpose this month. That gets me excited. I know a lot of other things on the material, tangible plane can be exciting, but for me, that's my core. That is my core. So this area, when we're talking about the 12th house, this is what we're talking about, like doing that kind of work. Now, you may be finding that you want to spend more time in solitude, more time spending more quiet time, more alone time. It doesn't have to be quiet though. But, you know, that house is kind of, you know, if you think about, if you're a Christian or if you know any Christians, if you think about Christ who would go to the garden, went to the garden to be alone and to connect with Source. That's the 12th house. That's Pisces, okay? It's a very spiritual house, very spiritual place. People who have strong planets or a lot of planets there, meditation is a big deal for these people. They can easily connect. Now, having Mars in that place, having Mars in that location, having it be going, you know, being born there, means that for the next 2.5 years, these areas that are involved in the 12th house, Pisces things, are somehow you're going to seek those things out. You're going to be more assertive in those realms. You're going to have more ambition towards those things, okay? 12th house is also sacrifice. So you might be willing to do some sacrificing. You know, you might be willing to go without certain things for somebody else, okay? That's the 12th house. All right, let's move on. Let's go to 11/11 here. So on 11/11, that is the day that we have information coming in from the Mercury and the Sun lining up and being supported by Neptune and Pluto. So blah, 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 blah. What does that mean? Okay, that's happening in your first house. All right? So your first house is your appearance. It's your physical body. The first house is me, 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 me. That's the first house, okay? But it's me, 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 me in learning more things about self. It also represents the physical body, okay? So having this occurrence there on that day, it's like 18 degrees. It would basically mean that there's some sort of information that you get. There's some sort of heightened level of awareness about self, okay? Now, it's about self, but because it's in Scorpio, right? Because Scorpio's in your first house, right? Because it's in Scorpio, it's also going to be about yourself in the way that you merge with others' energies, the way that you merge with others' resources, the way that you merge with others in general, okay? So keep that in mind, okay? This is what makes Scorpio such a highly intuitive and psychic sign. Scorpio risings in particular, your physical body becomes empathic. I just said about how you can merge energy with another, right? And that's what happens. I'm sitting here, you're over there, I can feel what you're thinking. I may not know what you're thinking, but I can feel what you're thinking, right? Without you saying a word, without me glancing over and looking at your body, you know, and the energy, or just looking at your positioning. Like I can sit here and feel it, and it could lift me up, or it could be a complete drain on me, you know? So maybe you'll be getting information about that and how that works, okay? Now, the very next day, on the 12th, there's a full moon. The full moon happens at 20 degrees in Taurus, and it happens on the exact opposite side of your chart. So that means it's in your 7th house, and the 7th house is all about, well, it's about balance, and it's about significant one-on-one relationships. Okay, it's the opposite of what you experienced the day before, which is fascinating, right? Because we're talking about me the one day, and then the next day it's we, right? Me, and then we, okay? So the information you got on this day about me, and then the information, because there's a full moon, the following, see, this month is just phenomenal. There should be lots of aha moments, lots of downloads of information. If we're aware and if we're tuning into the right frequencies, we can receive knowledge. We can receive information. We feel the grace, and we accept it, and we use it to better ourselves in some way. Everyone's coining that term, be the best version of myself in this life. Well, I want you to consider the best version of yourself in terms of what your soul came to do in this lifetime, okay? Because this is what November's all about, and this is what October was about, okay? And September, that's what these months leading up to this month were all about, okay? This is the second to the last month of 2019, all right? 2020 is a new beginning. So we're here to release some shit that we're not taking with us into 2020. We're leaving it behind. Let go of the fear. Let go of the doubt, okay? This is a new beginning. So utilize this time to try to have moments on these dates that I suggested, 11/11, 11/23, 11/26, where you're sort of either writing things down, making intentions. Just be aware of yourself and others and the relating that goes on, okay? This is going to be big. This is how you'll understand the lessons that the soul came to learn. Be aware of the mirror that's being shown in front of you and acknowledge it and try to work with it and understand it. So this happens, like I said, on the full moon on the 12th, your one-on-one significant relationships, okay? Sometimes it's a closure. Sometimes that light says, hey, I wanted this person, they were significant, and maybe I don't want this person to be significant in my life. Whatever you're feeling at this time, don't make any decisions on anything major until after the 21st of the month, because that's when Mercury is now going direct. It's now when Mercury is being born. So there's a lot of clarity after the 21st. You'll see things much more clearly. Up until that time, we're taking in information, we're assimilating, we're gathering information, we're researching. Okay? First 21 days, we're just gathering, researching, and observing. All right? No decisions until after the 21st. Now, 23rd is the big galactic center alignment. This is happening in your second house of resources, okay, of what you value. You're going to have Jupiter and Venus, beautiful, abundant, peaceful Venus, and the galactic center at 27 degrees Sag in your second house of resources, of tangible material things, of your valuables, right? So this may be a time of understanding other ways that you can create more money. This can also bring a light down upon you on ways that you were spending money and new ways, basically a reprioritizing of your resources, your financial world, sort of a reorganization of those things because, well, the first house, which is where the Mercury thing was happening, is in Scorpio. It's all about me and merging myself, my energy, and my resources with another. So see how this is a progressive, evolutionary, energetic thing that I'm analyzing here? So then we go from merging resources to Sagittarius, the next house of my resources, and seeing the big picture, right? And then getting this information, this cosmic download of information where we increase our knowledge and our wisdom. We see the bigger picture. We see things we didn't see before. And we have a better understanding, I really truly believe, of what we hold values. Where are my values? I may be reevaluating those things. And I may get, like I said, that information that comes in that helps me to greater define that, okay? Now, on the 26th of the month, Venus is going to go into Capricorn. She pulls away from Sag. She pulls out of Sag, pulls away from Jupiter, and she goes into tangible Capricorn. This is the same day that we have the new moon in Sagittarius at 4 degrees. Do you see all these connections? So the new moon, where you normally make your intentions, is now going to be in the same house where you got that galactic center information, where you received information from the Father. Okay, so you can focus those intentions to be based upon information that you got, right? Because now we're after the 21st, right? We spent this entire month assimilating and researching and then getting information, cosmic downloads. So on the 26th, the 4th was in 4 degrees. In Sagittarius, we're going to now use that. And we're going to use Venus the benevolent, peaceful, beautiful, creative, and harvest time Venus, because she means all these things. We're going to use her to help us to focus on that which we want and that which what we value. And we're going to use our new moon intention to then take the information that seemed so unattainable because it was coming from way up high. Like, how is that? I can't even wrap my mind around that. But Venus, being in Capricorn, helps us to see the tangible. Says, hey, some of those things may have seemed way out of reach, but this is how we can make this a reality. Okay? So those are the energies for Scorpio 2019, November.